The way I feel about Myanmar is that, and I studied about Myanmar politics in the past, the fact that you have military rule is not new, right? It's happened before in the past.
Yeah.
Actually, there were decades of military rule under many different generals. So in a way, when you have it again after a coup that took place, for many people who study the history of Myanmar, they expected it to happen eventually, right? Because the NLD was becoming more and more popular. When the coup took place, back home, did you think it was expected? It was something that was eventually going to happen. The military was going to take charge anyway, because they have always kind of done this in previous times. Was it expected?
You mean when I go back to
when the military took charge, when they launched the coup, were you surprised that they did?
We don't expect that, they do suddenly that kind of things, In the morning when I wake up, when I open the Facebook and everything is, like internet connection is breakdown, I was so surprised at the time. I asked to my mom, what is happening? My phone is not working at the time. They didn't announce anything. They just do military go suddenly.
Okay, so you were taken by surprise.
Yeah, very surprised. The whole environment is so silent and everything is cannot contact, like I cannot phone call to my friends, I cannot open the social media, and I was so surprised. I told to my mom, what is happening? And my mom says that it is happening, the military go. I'm so shocked, and my mom also, daughter, is it gonna be something bad? So please calm down, something like that, because she has an experience a long time ago. Yeah. So this is the first time for the new generation in Myanmar. We don't have the experience.
So it is something that younger people in Myanmar did not think. Was going to take place.
It has been again. We don't think that because we already selected our leader and we already voted at that time, and we expect that the leader will be the leader who I choose. But they do the military go suddenly, so everyone shot at that time. Me also.
You talked about your mother, right? Your parents. Are they back home?
Right now?
Yeah.
My mom is go back my home.
Okay, so she's back there, but she's all right.
Yeah, she was right. But she moved to another place to live right now because of her safety is not, nobody cannot be, like, how to say, guarantee for her safety. That's why she moved to another place to live.
So you can't be 100% sure. You gotta be on the safe side, you mean?
Yeah.
She has to be prepared.
Yeah.
Forgive me for asking, but does your mom go out to protest, or is she just staying at home? And
at that time, my mom is just staying at home because she is almost old, like 60 years. Yeah, 60.
She's over 60.
Yeah.
Okay.
Already 60 years old, and she don't have too much energy to go out. That's why at that time I do out with my friends every day. She's just stay at home and she worry every day.
Okay, so but she is safe because she's not on the streets trying to fight.
But in situations in Myanmar, the family member don't go out for the protesting eventually, but the military can keep them.
Oh.
Because they threat, if they want someone from the family member, they try to keep the family member and like threaten, if you don't come back, we will like something happen to your family or something like that.
Okay, so you have to be careful.
Yeah, I have to be careful.
Okay, so she has to be careful as well. So hopefully she'll be fine. But but honestly, back when the military took over, there was a lot of talk about, and you might help me explain the particular situation, but there was a lot of talk about how the government with the NLD and Aung San Suu Kyi was elected, but was not very popular, meaning that it was not a wonderful, all-encompassing good government. It was an okay government. It was not a very popular administration. Is that true? Or because I hear this from some analysis in the media saying that the military took power at a time when the people saw problems in the government. From your perspective, is that true? Or was the Suu Kyi government still very popular at the time when they
You mean
lost power.
NLD, NLD is the part of the Aung San Suu Kyi.
Yeah.
So Aung San Suu Kyi government at that time is very popular in my country.
It's still popular.
Yes, still popular.
Even with the coup.
Because you can see now so many people go out to fight for the democracy and to get better. So you can see the passionate heart from the people heart. And you can see how much she's popular in our country because she is the one girl who take the democracy to our country.
Okay, so the popularity is real.
Yeah, real.
Okay, because in Thailand we had this problem. Back in 2006, we had a democratically elected government. And then that was thrown out in the military coup. But then before the coup, right, there were protesters saying that we don't want the government anymore, and then the military found it very opportunistic to take charge, saying that, the people don't want you anymore, so we're going to take power.
Oh.
This is what happens in Thailand. Okay?
Yeah.
So you have orchestrations of protests to pave way for military coup. But what you're saying is that the Suu Kyi administration in NLD was still popular.
Yeah. Very popular. You say the reason is the same with the Myanmar military say right now, They say that nobody's supposed to the Aung San Suu Kyi and everyone think that, the military should win something like that. They do that kind of drama to the international. So
it's a story they tell.
Yeah.
It's a story they tell, but in reality, Suu Kyi and LD were still popular.
Yeah.
So you have all these protests happening, right? Okay. How do you feel when you watch in the news, the stories about, the bombings and the disposal of protesters? How do you feel when you watch what's happening?
The protester.
Yeah.
I'm also become a protester before I come to Thailand. I do protest like almost 8 days because 1st of the February they start to do the military coup. And I come to Thailand around, I think, 10 February or 11 February, something like that. And before I come to Thailand, I do protesting on the street every day with my friends.
So you were involved. Like you go out. You don't just
I go out.
talk. Okay.
Okay. So I go out. At that time, they are peacefully protesting, and the military don't do anything to the people at that time.
Okay.
So at that time, I can see that the strong mind from the new generation. All the people come out and fight for the democracy and fight for our leader back. And so I can see the strong mind to them. I can see the strong spirit from the new generation. And also I get so much energy like we need to stand for our leader. We need to stand for the democracy. They try to break our future, something like that. Kind of energy is come out into our body, and we have a lot of energy to fight to the military.
Are they still willing to come out now? Now that it's not so safe as in the beginning, like nowadays?
Nobody don't care to shoot to them or not. They stay fighting and they still go out, That's why I'm so appreciative to them, to the new generation in Myanmar. Until now, so many people already died, and they know that they can risk their life, but they still keep working and they still keep doing. Protesting on the streets.
So the conventional thinking is that if the military cracks down hard, the people would be afraid.
Yeah.
But what you're telling me is that the people are not afraid.
Not afraid, yeah.
Even with the violence that is seen on TV.
Yeah.
Okay, so they still try to come out and show force. Can they win though? Because here's the thing. We've seen coups in many countries, including Thailand. And, as illegitimate as they are, oftentimes the military does win. Winning means being able to stay in power, right? Okay, not winning support. Can the people win?
Yeah.
Is it a possibility?
It is possibility. I'm sure that because of our great spirit mind and because of right now we have a NUG government, a national unity government, which is selected from the people, officially selected from the people, and the government also do officially contact with the international community. And also, the government also do some like PDF, like people defense organization to people protect.
Okay.
So we have hope right now, and so we hoping that the future will bright very soon and we will win very soon.